The Wizards 2024 to the 2025 schedule has officially been released. So we're going to take a look at some important games and dates next on Locked On Wizards.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Scott again. I appreciate you guys making Locked On Wizards your first listen every single day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every single day. And tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. As the playoffs wind down, the sports stop sporting like we want them to. But this summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone, every day, all summer long. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. All right, everybody. The Wizards 2024 to 2025 NBA schedule is finally released. So we're going to take a look at some important games and dates. And I'm going to give you guys a list of games that I'm actually going to be covering this season, man. So if you guys want to roll and meet up, let's get it, man. So let's get into it. And I'm going to be reading off of the official press release concerning the schedule. So let's get into it. So this is the official press release from the Washington Wizards. And it says the Washington Wizards announced their 2024 to 2025 regular season schedule today, with the season opener set for Thursday, October 24th against the Boston Celtics. So we can go ahead and make them 0-1 at that point. On the best with y'all. Washington's first season opener at home since the 2018 to 2019 season. So looking at the schedule before we get into the schedule, Washington will open with 4 of its first 6 games in DC. So this, you'll be able to watch them early on to get tickets, with trips to Atlanta for the first road contest of the season on October 28th, and an international meeting with the Miami Heat in Mexico City on November 2nd. So that's definitely cool, because again, the NBA is competing with soccer, or FIBA, that is, as the crown as the international sport. You see the reach in Europe, see the reach all over the globe now with them playing in Mexico, which I think is a really cool concept and really cool game. So definitely tune in for that, man. So Washington will be making his 4th trip to Mexico City and first for a regular season matchup. They did play there in 95 twice, year 2000. But their last international trip for the regular season came in 2019 when they faced the Knicks in London. All right, we kind of covered the last video, but I'm going to cover it again real quick. Washington's Emirates NBA Cup games will take place in November and December, with games at Atlanta on November 15th, at home against Boston November 22nd, at home against the Bulls November 26th, and at Cleveland December 3rd. The Emirates NBA Cup knockout round will take place with the quarterfinals on December 10th to the 11th, semifinals on December 14th, and championship on December 17th. Teams that do not qualify for the knockout round will play 2 regular season games on December 12th to the 13th and December 15th to the 16th, with opponents to be determined. All right, some other things to look at real quick, everybody. The Wizards will host several games around the holiday season this season, beginning with a home back-to-back on November 26th and 27th, a couple days right after my birthday. That's what I'm talking about. Against the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Clippers, leading into Thanksgiving. Washington will also host 4 consecutive games following Christmas Day, with matchups against Charlotte December 26th, New York December 28th and the 30th, and New Year's Day against the Chicago Bulls. All right, also the Wizards will host 2 5-game stints at Capitol Arena for the longest homestands of the season. The first coming around All-Star break from February 7th to the 21st, where they'll be playing Cleveland, Atlanta, San Antonio, Indiana, and Milwaukee. And the second homestand will be March 27th to April 3rd, where they'll be hosting Indiana, Brooklyn, Miami, Sacramento, and Orlando. All right, let's get into the road trips, man, because y'all know we got them long road trips. Washington will embark on a season-long 7-game road trip in March. So as you guys know, we go live after every game, so it's going to be one of those late road trips, man. So for you diehard Locked On Wizards fans, man, definitely looking forward to those 1 o'clock games, man, which includes the team's first appearance at the LA Clippers' new Intuit Dome on March 16th. That's pretty cool. The other games on the trip include 2 at Toronto, March 8th and 10th, 2 at Detroit, March 11th and 13th, Denver, March 15th, and Portland, March 18th. So the 7-game stretch on the road is the longest for the Washington Wizards since playing 7 straight in March 2002. So, man, look, they got the longest road trip this year coming up, but it's definitely going to be a good one, man. So we're going to wrap this up, guys. Washington's January 16th home contest versus the Suns will be nationally televised by TNT and tip off at 7:30 p.m. We know why, Bradley Beal. The Wizards' home game against the Golden State Warriors on November 4th will start at 7:15, and 3 Sunday home games will tip off at 6 p.m. November 17th versus Detroit, January 5th versus the Pelicans, and January 12th versus the OKC Thunder. All of the home games during the season will begin at 7 p.m. So some other important games to look at real quick, guys. Obviously, let me boost this up because they think my eyes ain't that good. One game to look at, guys, real quick, looking at the schedule, will be December 5th, Dallas coming to town. Will be Daniel Gafford coming back to the nation's cap. So definitely, if you're a Daniel Gafford fan like myself, it's definitely a game that I'm looking at going to cover the Wizards for you guys. And another game, obviously, looking at former Wizards coming back. Everybody knows that February 26th is Denny Avdia, and the Portland Trail Blazers come back to the DMV. So if you're a Denny fan, I like Denny. I'm gonna go out and show some support, man. Definitely tune in for that. But those are important dates, real quick, everybody. Like I said, the schedule officially released today, so I accidentally set the live stream for yesterday, so I had to fix it real quick, man. But I want to get this news out there and look at important dates. So a lot of important information. I'm gonna skim through this real quick again, so I can get you guys everything out of the I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day for the public release for the schedule. So something else to look at, guys. A copy of let's see, all regular season Wizards games will be televised again on Monument Sports Network, with the exception of exclusive nationally broadcast games. Obviously, all games can be heard via radio on the official Wizards app, the Team 980, and WFED 1500. And outside of the DMV area, for all you Wizards fans that don't live in the DMV area, teams will be on Wizards Radio Network. So, real quick, I'm gonna get into the games I'm going to attend and what are the key games I'm looking at. And I kind of already covered the key games. Like I said, I mean, outside of Daniel Gafford and Denny Avdia coming back to DC, there's really no big games because we're not going to win very many games. So every game is important, I guess, because again, we're not going to judge the season off of wins and losses. It's going to be judged off of progression of young players like Bilal Coulibaly, like Alex R. The list goes on. So, I mean, as far as key matchups, it's really hard to give you key matchups because we're not expected to really be that good. So, I mean, every game you can argue is important for the Washington Wizards. So looking at some games that because like I said, this will be my last season, guys, covering the Washington Wizards. So games I'm going to cover. I actually looked at games that against teams I haven't watched before, but games I'm going to be looking to go to cover the Wizards for my final year with Locked On Wizards. I had a list up. I'm looking at December 7th versus the Nuggets, December 28th versus the Knicks, December 5th versus the Mavs. This is a Gafford game back. February 8th versus the Hawks, March 21st versus the Magic, February 26th versus the Blazers, Denny's game back, and March 29th versus the Nets, man. And all games I'm not going to be able to cover weekday games this year, guys, because obviously my work schedule has changed, and I can't get back at 1 o'clock in the morning and turn around and get back up and get the kids up. So a lot of games I'll be covering the Wizards this year will be Friday night or Saturday night games. Now, most events at the practice facility, when it comes to media availability, talking to players and coaches, I will be down there to ask questions and get a lot of video content for you guys, covering them at the practice facility and talking to players. So, and that happens during the week. So I don't mind making the trip down there during the week to get that coverage for you guys, man. And obviously I will be present there for media day for the Washington Wizards. But like I said, that is the official Washington Wizards 2024-2025 schedule, which has been released today. Like I said, I'm not going to say really key dates, even though we did cover homestands and a 7-game road trip, man, which is going to be a long one. But luckily, it's not a long West Coast trip, man, because the West Coast trips, y'all know, man, are hard, man. They're hard for me because usually when me and E did it the last couple years, West Coast trips, usually we're going live 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, which we never mind doing, but it doesn't make that much easier nevertheless. But so luckily this 7-game road trip is most of the teams are East Coast teams, so that makes things better for both of us, right? So again, key dates I'm kind of looking at, it's really only 2. I mean, if you're looking at the return of Daniel Gafford on December 5th versus the Mavs, or with the Mavs, my bad, and then February 26th with Denny for all the Denny fans. There's still some Denny fans in Washington, man. So I was a big fan of him. Like I said, I'm definitely going to come out and show support for his time in DC. So, hey, I'm going to love him. I'm going to go out and show support for both him and Gaff because those, I mean, really, as far as me getting my media credentials and players I've talked to, I like everybody on the team. But the 2 guys that I really liked talking to was Denny and Gaff, man. Gaff was really dope, man. A big-time gamer like myself. So, I definitely want to come back and see them play. So, that is the schedule, everybody. Like I said, I will definitely put a link below so you guys can look at the Washington Wizards schedule. But like I said, I can't really give you key dates as far as must wins and stuff like that because we're not going to win more than 20, 25 games. We are in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. So the only games I can really pinpoint is the return of Gafford and Denny Avia. And we already covered the intricate parts of the homestand, stuff like that. So comment below, what games are you looking at? Because like I said, those are the games I'm going to cover. The games that I said I'm going to are the games I'm going to cover as far as being part of the media. I will try to look at games just to be a fan. So you guys let me know down below if you want to hook up, man. Let me know because this is my final year, so I would love to meet a lot of you guys, man. I'd love to enjoy a meal, enjoy a beer, whatever. Some of you guys, man, because a lot of you guys have been rocking with me all 3 years I've done this. So you guys comment below. Let me know what you're thinking because let me know what games you're thinking about going to because I would love to chop it up with you guys, man. Like I said, I've been able to meet a few people at games, man. But I definitely want to break it up with you guys, man. Definitely break bread with you guys, man, before I leave the DMV. So I'm going to get into a few other things real quick, kind of an itinerary looking forward real quick, guys. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. So I love sports. Y'all know that, right? I love them so much. I never want them to stop. But as the playoffs wind down, we get fewer games. And the sports aren't sportsing like I want them to. But FanDuel lets me keep the sports going whenever I want. All I have to do is open the app and dream up bets anytime I'm in the mood, y'all. And this summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone every single day, all summer long. So look, head over to FanDuel.com and start making the most out of your summer. FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every single day. For your second listen today, enjoy the Locked On NBA podcast. There is no offseason in the NBA, and Locked On NBA provides daily basketball analysis for national and local experts in 30 minutes or less. No one keeps you as informed as entertained as Locked On NBA. Available on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Like I said, I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis of what we're looking at. Like I said, we're looking at 3 episodes per month for this month and half of next month. So I'm gonna try to keep things interesting. Like you guys do a great job of showing me a lot of love, man. You know, the views are always high, especially with free agency. The off season is really the most exciting time. But right now, I get it. Views are down, not a lot of excitement going on. So I'm trying to keep you guys interested. Several different ways going forward this month, man. Try to because I don't really want to get into overs and unders and getting to stats for next year till next month when we get closer to training camp. But I am going to look at several different factors, man. So I'm definitely going to, and like I said, you guys definitely hit me up. Let me know what kind of content you're looking for. Like I said, I put it out on YouTube before, so I'm going to go off those ideas. And I'll shout out the people that gave me the ideas. So definitely going to keep things interesting. So again, appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys rocking with me. The busy time during the season, but the slow time too, man. Right now it's slow, ain't much going on. So definitely going to keep things rolling and keep things interesting because I know I get it, man. And I ain't mad that the views went down because look, I get it. Right now it's slow. And so I appreciate you guys just taking the time out of your day to rock with your boy, man. So let's get in the comments. We have 7 people in the chat, so I get it. It's around 7 o'clock. And I get it. The schedule release is not the most sexiest content because we're not going to be very good. So let's get into it. Y'all Breezy says, how many wins do you think we get? I'm going to say 20, maximum 25. The veterans are going to make things a little interesting as far as entertainment value, as far as watching them play. Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole, they're definitely going to be a 1-2 punch as far as scoring like they were this previous season. But I definitely looking forward to progression of young guys, especially Bilal. Year 2, you want to see some progression. So I'm going to say 20, 25 games. I know that, Will Dawkins and company, Michael Winger, and they definitely want to be in the top 5 and in next year's draft and definitely want to be in the running for a Cooper Flag. So I wouldn't expect more than that. Let's see. They also said, I think we win 20 games. Amen. I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. And they also said maybe less. We shall see. But like I said, they are definitely in the Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey sweepstakes. So new breaks new. My God, man. If y'all don't know, man, let me tell you real quick. Be Cool was my brother right here came up with that nickname, man. And now it is official, the nickname of Bilal Coulibaly, man. So again, my guy, New Breaks New, man. If you do not follow him or his podcast, must listen, man. Definitely take time out of your day to listen to my guy talk, man, because great content, great subjects, man. I can't say enough about my guy, New Breaks New, man. So definitely shout out. He said the Wiz will be here in Atlanta, 10 to 28th, or my bad, October 28th and November 15th. Funny, my home and current home had the number 1 and number 2 picks in the draft. We gotta do an episode on my pod and here following the games. Absolutely, brother. You already brought. Look, great idea. So I definitely got you on there, man. So and I might make a trip out to the ATL, man. I'm thinking about it. It's one of those cities I plan on visiting, man, because I spent a little bit of time in the ATL in the Army, man, but I was at Fort Benning, so we really couldn't do too much, man. And I was in infantry school, so but ATL is definitely on my list of places to go, man. Because I'm gonna be hitting Chicago later this year, so definitely appreciate you, my brother. Y'all, Breezy said tank for Cooper Flag or Ace Belly. I'm with you on that. You can't officially say tank, but we all know what it is, right? Let's see. I got a few more comments real quick, everybody. So I'm gonna before I get into the final comments and call it a night, everybody. I'm gonna let you guys kind of know about Locked On NBA real quick. All right. Thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen today. Now check out Locked On NBA podcast, where the season never ends, providing national expertise with a local perspective. You can find the link to Locked On NBA in the description, so you don't need to search. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. Lock. All right, let's get into it, everybody. Got a few more comments, and we got more people tuning in. So if you want to drop a comment, we will. And if not, look, I appreciate you guys just rocking with your boy tonight, man. So Link, what's going on with you? Our schedule difficulty will be better known after the season starts because there are not a lot of teams that haven't found their identity yet and have lots of roster movement. Great point. Outside of the fact that we're not going to be very good, there's a lot of teams that are struggling with identities. A few teams right off the dome. Brooklyn, are they rebuilding? We'll see. I would best believe after trading, the guy, man, Mikal Bridges. So we'll see. But you bring up a great point, man. So definitely appreciate the comments. So a lot of roster movement, but a lot of teams that you don't know, they're in the gray area. Kind of, the gray area that the Wizards were in for so long. They don't know if they're ready to compete, but they're not bad enough to really be in the running for a top 10, top 5 pick. So we know how that is, right? Locked On Law, what's up? We're going to judge the season by a draft lottery position. Yep, absolutely. Great comment. Appreciate the comment. I definitely agree with that. I mean, we definitely want to be top 5 in this draft coming up, and I think we will. You're going to see, looking at these veterans. Now, obviously, we're looking at the salary of a lot of these veterans. You're looking at a 3-year window for moving on a lot of these guys. Now, Jonas is gone. I think he's going to be gone before the deadline. Same thing with Malcolm Brogdon. Kyle Kuzma could be gone by the deadline. We'll see. The Teflon Don, for some reason, just it is what it is on that point, man. But you're going to see some movement. So I think that the second half of the season, you're going to see more of a youth movement. You're going to see a lot of movement at the trade deadline. You're going to see Will Dawkins cooking like an air fryer like he do. So I think that you're definitely going to see a younger team. So I definitely think we're going to be in the running for top 5. I think we're definitely going to be in the running for Cooper Flag. But, like I said before, don't make it to where it's Cooper Flag or bust. I think that there's a lot of talent in this draft coming up and in 2026. So Cooper Flag is definitely a guy at number 1 or number 2, depending on where they go with number 1, because Ace Bailey is definitely in the running. But you got a guy like Harper. There's a kid out of France. There's a lot of talent in this draft coming up. Guys are going to be able to come in and make an immediate impact, in my opinion. So, but you're shooting for Cooper Flag. I mean, absolutely. Y'all, Breezy, what's going on? What's your ideal starting lineup? It depends, man. My ideal starting lineup really goes off of what the vision is for Brian Keefe and Will Dawkins, because saying that, do they start Alex R? Do they start Bilal? I think that at this point you do, because these are the two guys you have to get minutes to. I get it. A lot of people are kind of low on both of them, more so Alex R than Bilal Coulibaly. Both of them are very, very raw, but I think both of them have to get starting minutes. So saying that, I'm going Jordan Poole at the 1. Man, it's a good question. I'm going Bilal number 2 at shooting guard. I needed a defender in that backcourt. Kyle Kuzma at the 3, Alex R at the 4, and Jonas Valanciunas at the 5. Now that could be subject to change, right? A lot of dynamics in his roster, because if they decide to go ahead and build some chemistry with Bilal and Bub and Alex R in the second unit, then you could see a different starting lineup. So I think we're going to get a clearer picture of the starting lineup once we get into training camp and get some preseason games under our belt, man. But I definitely appreciate the comment. Definitely appreciate it. They also said, I think we have options that can easily prioritize development and flipping some other guys. I agree. I think that with the starting line, you look to start Alex Sarr and Black Coulibaly, but you have a lot of dynamics with this roster, and they're definitely going to start flipping people. Now, like I said, I think that Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma are going to have good seasons because a lot of the scoring low is going to be on them, right? So we'll see. I think that Kyle Kuzma, if from a statistical standpoint, if he balls out, he could be gone by the deadline because there's going to be a team out there that's going to meet the asking price for 2 first-round picks. Now, again, they're not going to be lottery picks. They're going to be late first-rounders, but I have complete confidence in Will Dawkins and able to flip a lot of these picks and do his thing. So I think we'll be all right in the long run, man. Lock and Law says, never drop a comment in the shower. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't. Let's see, and this is probably gonna be the last one tonight, everybody. Y'all Breezy, go ahead and ends the show. That's my starting lineup too. Absolutely, you know, like I said, I would start Bilal. I would start Alex Sarr. I mean, at the draft position, you got to start them. You have to get them extended minutes early on, man, because development is key for all 5 draft picks under Will Dawkins. But these 2 guys are looking at being building blocks. And I'm not saying that Bilal right now and Alex Sarr are the guy, the cornerstone that you build around, but they're part of the foundation. I do think that Bilal and Alex Sarr are going to be really good players. Now, stars, I think they have star potential. But I think that you can look at the NBA probably within the last 10 years, and there's probably thousands of players that have star potential. You know, the work, you know, there's certain factors that unleashes that potential. Now, can they be really good starters? I believe so. Could they be role guys? We'll see. But the stars right now, they are very raw and they have a lot of development. But in that sense, you give them starting minutes. Absolutely. You know, you definitely start Jordan Poole at point. And Kyle Kuzma on the wing is going to eat. He is going to eat, man. So, and Valanciunas is the center. Easy money. Now, after the deadline, kind of looking at the comment by Yar Breezy, will be my lineup after the deadline if we move on from Jonas Valanciunas, Malcolm Brogdon, and even Kyle Kuzma. Then you're looking at probably Jordan Poole at point. Man, I mean, I want to say Kispert, man, but the defense. You know, so you could probably flip him and Bilal and put Bilal 2, Kispert at the 3. And, you know, Alex Sarr at 4. And at 5, I'm going to have to roll out with, I mean, that's a good question, man, because who do you roll out at center? You know, you say Vucevic, see what he has. And why not in the second half of the season? Why not? We'll see what he can do, man. So I will see. Locked on Law says we got to get to August so we can talk about practice. Yeah, man. You got it. All right, man. And then on the last one tonight, man, Lock the Law, man, you got me cracking up tonight, man. It says, wait, is it August? Are they practicing? So like I said, definitely appreciate the comments, everybody. Like I said, it's a slow month, man. So I get it. A lot of people checked out. So it's all love, man. It's all love, man. Like I said, I've never, and, you know, it's not what I'm supposed to say, but I've never been in it for the numbers, even though, you know, it's a numbers game. But I know, you know, I just appreciate chopping with you guys, man. So definitely comment below for you guys who are looking to make a trip to the city. What games you're looking at, and let me know, man, because I would love to chop it up with some of you guys, man. Like I said, I had the opportunity to shout out to Marco Gassina, man. He was a guy that I got to enjoy a bite with, man. He was my partner on the PSF app this previous season, man. So he's a guy that I got to chop it up with, man. Cameron Mingo, shout out to my man Cam Mingo, man. He was a guy that me and Ed got to meet up with at a game. So definitely let me know what you guys are doing, man, because this is my last run, man, and I would love to chop it up with you guys, man. Like I said, 3 years locked on, man. It's been special. I've enjoyed my time. I'm enjoying my time rocking with my boy, my friend, my guy, my former co-host, the real Ed Oliver. So definitely want to make this season special, even though we're not gonna be very good. So definitely looking to get out to the city, man, this season. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, guys. I'm gonna do one more comment because you guys know me, man. I say the last comment and then I keep rolling with it. So this will be the last comment, and then we're gonna call it a night. Y'all Breezy said Keyshawn George might be able to creep into the rotation. I agree, man. I like Keyshawn George, man. I was a big advocate for us to draft him. He was a guy I was looking at and making that move with the Knicks to get him. Very happy. And you know, Bob Carrington is a dog, man. So I love me some Denny, but look, Bob Carrington is not a bad asset to get back for Denny, man. So while I wasn't happy with Denny trade, man, it is what it is, right? The ship has sailed, and Bob Carrington is another guy I'm very excited to see where is his place in the rotation. So, hold on, Lock the Law. What's up? If I get to DC this year, it will be to appear before. Okay, so I hope not a fan of this. Okay, got you. So got you, man. So, but look, again, appreciate you, man. Lock the Law, appreciate you, and appreciate you guys taking time out of your night to chop it with your boy tonight. So the schedule did get released. So I'm gonna try to put the link to the schedule in the description below, so you guys can access it through Monumental Sports. And like I said, we're getting closer to the season starting, man. So rock with your boy through the quiet time, man. Once we hit September 16th, things will boost up and we'll get, hit the ground running. And look, I'm looking forward to the season coming up. And for you football fans, man, a couple things. Madden is going to hit at midnight for you guys that didn't do the, pay the extra money, hundreds of dollars to go like 10 days early. Madden dropping tonight. So the season's about to start. So for you football fans, man, football and basketball about to start. So I'm very happy, y'all. So again, appreciate you guys. I will see you guys next week. This is the third video for the week, man. So I will see you guys Monday night. So definitely you guys have a safe and blessed weekend. And the reason for me, well, I had to drop this video anyways, but I was still going to rock with a Friday night videos like we always do. But I will be in the city where I'll be right outside the city. I'll be in Alexandria tomorrow. Shout out to at the real DJ, my guy DJ man on X, aka Twitter. He is the host of the Chocolate City Hoops podcast. It's an in-person podcast. The first guy was Real Ed. All of you guys know Ed, man. Great episode. Ed did his thing. And my man DJ did a great job hosting it. So I will be down there as a host tomorrow for the Chocolate City Hoops podcast, in-person podcast. So I'm looking forward to talking to my man DJ, talk about our beloved Wizards, man. So definitely when it drops, I will definitely give you guys a link so you guys can watch that. So I will see you guys Monday. Everybody, if you drink responsibly, be safe, enjoy your weekend, stay blessed, and I will see you guys Monday. Hail to the Wizards and peace. See you guys Monday.